minutes down the street from the state capitol in Indiana, it's Lucas Oil Stadium, downtown Indianapolis, the home of the Colts. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson, glad you were with us, and Daniel Carlson here to get things started. Off we go from Indianapolis. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return.
And they're on the 20-yard line.
Ready? Off the play fake, it's Richardson. He runs with it. Pull him up and down, just shy of the 40. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a first down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10.
60 Eagles! 60 Eagles! No! No!
On the ground for the first time, here comes Jonathan Taylor. And he's out of bounds after a pickup of 3.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ready, set.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7.
Here we go, here we go. Cowboy 80, 19 Lions.
From the gun, Richardson. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. That's the former Defensive Rookie of the Year, Will Anderson. He's able to force the big loss on the sack, and it sets up 3rd and long.
Hey, come on. Set. Bronco 80. Panther 11.
Out of shotgun, Richardson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The Colts about set to punt. Keyshawn Nixon, the return man. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Now the former Tulane star. Here's Tyjae Spears. He'll bring this up to the 22. JT Tuimoloau there to make the play.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Big Grover Stewart getting in there to bring him down. His 1st sack of the season.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And they're going to move this all the way up near the 35-yard line. How about that play off the call sheet to convert 3rd and first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here we go, set. 8, 7,
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
It's second down.
This defensive line clearly has a beat on this offense. They've got to find a way to settle their pass protections. If they want to be able to get their quarterback in any sort of established rhythm and timing going forward, they're going to have to do a lot better job protecting them early in this game. That's already 2 sacks allowed.
This one, downfield, taken in by Higgins. That's the second time they found him on this drive, and this one's good for 24 yards.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
On the handoff, this is Spears. And pick up 3 or maybe 4. Zaire Franklin that time there for the tackle. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Spears. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Blitz coming, he'll throw it. It'll be swung out wide to Spears. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
The tight end going in motion to the left. They'll try it now with Spears. He's going to have a Texans 1st down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th down.
This is a little bit of a tough spot for a play caller, Mike. 4th down, is it close enough that I can run the ball? Is it far enough that I have to risk a pass? That took some courage to call a run play, and fortunate for them, they're able to celebrate after.
Yet another Alabama back in the league. This is Brian Robinson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Straight ahead, it's Spears. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A pickup there of 13. It's good for a Texans 1st down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around, so continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage, mix in the runs with the pass, and if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. So we've come to the end of a fairly evenly played opening quarter. 0-0 is the score. We'll come back to Indianapolis in a moment. It's Texans football. Quarter number 2 begins. They've got it looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Murray now off the bootleg. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And the Texans are looking at a 1st and goal and takes it all the way down to the 2. Go with their fullback trying to get it. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he is going to come up short.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 1, 2nd and goal. Off the play fake. Here's Murray. He puts it up, and it's caught. Donu Smith. Touchdown, Houston. That touchdown number 1 for him on the year. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, it's Mitchell. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
Come on, come on. Hey. Hawk 7, Bronco 80. Lions.
On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. Give him 14 on that play. 1 1st down.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Ready. 18 Charger, 19 Charger, 19 Charger. Ready.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
Ready. 18, 5 here. Ready.
Throwing is Richardson. Down the field, he's got one. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. That's good for 27 and a 1st down.
It's a really critical conversion here because after not scoring on your opening drive, you just can't afford to follow that up with a 3 and out. So you find yourself down 7-0. Sustain this drive and at the very least, see if you can come away with some points.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Ready. Cougar 19.
On play action, Richardson headed left, buying time. He's going to keep it himself. And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go.
Richardson will give it to Taylor. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. That's good for a Colts first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
At the 17.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles, Cup 19, Cup 19. Riggs. Panther 11, Panther 11. Let's go.
On 2nd down, Richardson.
This is something they teach defensive linemen, Mike, that, of course, we want to get to the quarterback and pressure and hit him and ultimately sack him. But if you don't think you're going to get there, when his hand comes off the ball, your hands go up. Get in that throwing lane, get a deflection, and he's able to force the incomplete.
3rd and long.
Stephanie! Bronco 80. Dragon 60. Buffalo 18.
Here's Richardson. That one incomplete. Hubbard outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. For the return, it's Keyshawn Nixon. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Now, faking the give. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. DeForest Buckner getting in there for the sack. Number 3 on the year for him. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. On 2nd down, Spears. And you'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Justin Wally there to bring him down.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. That one is caught by Collins. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the first down. Here comes 4th down. On 4th down, here comes J.K. Scott to punt. Back deep for the Colts, Anthony Gould. 7-3 is the score. 2 minutes to play in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis after this.
Ready, set.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Ready.
Throwing, Richardson. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
On the run to the right. Going up top. That is hard. And he's just a couple short of a touchdown. We'll mark him out at the 2-yard line. A big gainer for Indianapolis. It covers 63 yards.
First down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Got it. Ready.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal.
Set. Liking 18. Ready.
Taylor is into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Joey Sly on now for the point after. He's got it, and the Colts are on top. It's now 10-7.
Texans 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Nixon on the return. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
They'll run with Spears. And and they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. A gain of 11 on that one. First down for Houston.
First down.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
Once again, it's Spears. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Tight end going in motion here. Back to throw. He'll air one out for Higgins. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
To the left side, into the hands of Collins. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. That's a dozen for number 12, and he's got a first down as well. Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10. Working out of the gun, Murray. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. A run up the middle, Spears. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up third down. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their second, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime. They need to get it to the 27. This is third down. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime. Here's third and 7. Higgins sent in motion. On third down, Murray out to his right. He bought as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down. JT Tuimoloau. He gets there for the sack, setting up fourth down.
It's just so hard to get anything going when you're just not confident running your own system, and all these early sacks, yes, they kill drives, but think what it does to the quarterback. The quarterback just can't be confident operating out of the pocket. There's no rhythm, there's no timing, and everything you planned on doing today coming in is out the window.
Now Daniel Carlson to try the field goal. And now we'll get a late timeout coming in the waning moments of this second quarter. The Texans going to turn things over to their field goal unit. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. That's going to be blocked. So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment. 3 points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. Here's Nixon on the return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And good, hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5. From the 31, here's 2nd and 5. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that gets him a first down.
What a luxury. There's certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. DT Tuimoloa. What a first month he is putting together. That's his 4th sack already.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Now a deep ball here for Collins. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it will fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Nico Collins was the intended receiver there. And 3rd down coming up. They'll look to throw. Flushed to his left. He'll try to run for it.
Yeah, he's trying to make the best of a bad situation here, Mike. Nothing open downfield. He thinks he can tuck it and get it with his legs. He ends up out of bounds, short of the first.
The Texans getting all set to punt. He's on for the 2nd time. They'll try to get something inside the 10. And this is going to pin him back. It's out of bounds inside the 10.
At their own 7-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Hold the ready.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Hawk 70. Hawks. Ready.
They'll go again here with Taylor. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Ready, break! Ready! Gravity Lions! Ready!
Richardson. Forced out wide. A he tried to throw it back across his body, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
You know, Mike, I like the mindset of this offensive coordinator. He's saying, listen, I'm not looking to preserve this lead. I'm looking to extend my lead. Now, that aggressive play calling in this case led to the turnover. Now your defense has to take the field. Can they bail you out and keep this lead unchanged prior to their next possession?
And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
Here comes the screen to Spears. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. That is a gain of 20. What a chance now. First and goal coming up.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over, and now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
Here's Spears. And nothing develops there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
And the big man in the middle swallows him up right at the line of scrimmage, and I think the next time this offensive play caller decides to go to the ground game, Mike, I bet he's going to find a different place along that defensive front to attack.
That is caught to the goal line and in. Touchdown, Texans. That his second TD catch of the season. And a special moment as the rookie catches his first NFL touchdown.
And the more they can develop this young tight end, Mike, it just gives this quarterback additional weapons, and it's just going to make this offense even more difficult to stop.
The tight end, his first career NFL touchdown. Do you remember yours?
Oh, man, I'll tell you, I could recall it like it was yesterday, Mike. We were up Sunday night, primetime game, Lambeau Field against Brett Favre and the Green Bay Packers, and the previous play, Brian Urlacher recovered a fumble, probably around the 20, 25-yard line. Brian Greasy was our quarterback for Chicago, and the ensuing play, threw it up to the left corner of the end zone, and, Mike, guess who called the game? None other than the legendary John Madden.
Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Let's go now. Power. 60 vices. 60 vices. Mustang 19. 18. Go.
From the gun, Richardson. To the right side, that is hauled in by Warren. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 5.
Cougar 19.
Out of a shotgun, Richardson. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. A gain there of 16 yards. 1st down, Indianapolis.
1st and 10.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. Exiting the pocket right. Now he'll run it to the 10-yard line. He is out of bounds there. That one good for 29.
Anytime the quarterback has the ability to extend the play with his legs, it just puts so much pressure on the defense. Here you are thinking you have all the routes manned up, there's nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he breaks the pocket, and he's able to pick up the first down.
So, not quite first and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. Off the play fake, it's Richardson. Left side, and it's caught by Warren. And he's into the end zone. What a response! Tyler Warren. Touchdown, Colts. Slides extra point, up and good. And the Colts move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. Kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Nixon on the return. Get across the 20, welcome at the 22-yard line. Throw here to begin the drive. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. Still going. How about this? And he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. It covers 63 yards.
So you take a look at an offensive coordinator's play sheet, Mike, and there's a column on all of those pages that at the end of the day, it's about the players, not the plays. And when things aren't going well, you say, all right, who do I have to get the ball to? Well, this guy is one of them. I mean, whether they throw it to him, hand it to him, whatever they do, the more he touches the ball, the more good things happen.
On first down, it's Robinson. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 17.
So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Play action. It's Murray. Flush to his right. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down in bounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down.
Hook 19, 65 catch, 65 catch.
He'll look to throw. He's got the hook up there to Cooper. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. His 2nd catch of the game. And both have gone for touchdowns. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go. And that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown Trying to kick it back the other way. Anthony Gould now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Let's take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
On play action, Richardson pushed out to his left. He runs with it. That one good for 26 yards.
At this point, it just gets frustrating for the defense, right? I mean, you've been watching this guy make big play after big play all game long, not only on the quarterback design runs, but it's the scrambles that can really break the back of the defense, and we saw it again here.
Hold it ready. Mustang 19. Panther 6, 70 Rangers, 70.
Richardson to throw it here on first down. Moving to his right. He'll run again. And he'll be forced out of bounds and pick up a couple on that one.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
Ready.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and 7.
Dragon 60. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 79 Broncos. 19 tight. Ready.
Here's Richardson. He'll dump this off to Taylor. Complete. And they'll work this close to a first down. Maybe just a tad short.
Now, breaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Hawk 70. Hawk 7. 69.
From the gun on third down, Richardson. And he'll be taken down, but good enough to keep this drive going. It's a first down.
Critical third down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the fourth quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Let's go.
Now Richardson. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. Great timing to call the screen. It's a gain of 17 and a first down.
Okay, ready?
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Here we go.
Throwing is Richardson. They'll try to set up the screen here. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get...
Good blocking, and he's in. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indy. That's a 2-touchdown game for numbers 7 and 8 for the season. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score, and Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Tries at the book, up and good. And the Colts extends the advantage to a field goal. It's 24-21. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. Isaiah Rodgers now to return it. Good return as he takes it across the 30. first down. Flush to his right. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding that that time in the pocket was quickly coming to an end. Those defensive guys were all over him, but by buying time, flushing to his right, nice job by his receiver uncovering, leads to a nice pickup.
This one, batted away. It's incomplete. Jaden Higgins, the intended receiver. It's second down.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Call it a gain of 13. It's good for a Texans first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time,
that is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Texans.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. On the return, it's Mitchell. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
26-yard line.
Here we go. Cougar 19.
On first down, it's Richardson. That one brought in by Warren. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down.
Really nice job here by the tight end, understanding that if you're not open, get open. And if you are open, stay open. He found a nice void in the zone on the backside of the defense, friendly to the quarterback. Nice pickup.
All three timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for first and 10. They'll run on first down with Taylor. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's second down.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9 at the 38-yard line.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They'll come up for second and 9.
60 Eagles, 60 Panther 11.
They'll drop to throw. Open man downfield, it's Mitchell. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. First time they've looked his way all game long. But he comes through with the grab and a first down. Throwing, Richardson. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
He'll go right back to Taylor, who's got it again. And he's close to another first down. Brought down just shy of the marker.
Brings up second and a yard.
They'll go with Taylor. And he's going to be close to a first down. Looks like he'll have just enough to keep the chains moving. From the gun, Richardson. He'll check this one down to Taylor. And the Colts are going to be set up with first and goal. He is down at the 6.
And now after that big completion, Mike, they can't panic yet. They're not into the mode where they're in desperation. They have 2 timeouts in their back pocket. Take a deep breath. Get your best first down play call to your quarterback. A field goal's not going to do it. They got to think touchdown all the way.
Here we go. First and goal.
70, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 18.
They'll run here with Taylor. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
It's a loss of 1.
Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts, and it comes with 15 seconds to play in the game. Now from the 7, it's second and goal.
60
Out of shotgun, Richardson. That's complete to his running back, Taylor.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
On the set.
For the lead, here is third and goal.
19 light. Get it.
Richardson gonna look to throw. This one incomplete. It is batted away in the end zone. And now it's fourth down.
In these critical moments of the game, Mike, you always turn to your best players, and that's exactly what they did here, and they just weren't able to connect. Give this defense a lot of credit. They knew when it was crunch time, where did this quarterback want to look? And they were ready, and they took him away.
60 Eagles, 60, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Gotta let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down.
What a stand there. Fourth and goal, game on the line. It looks like this offense is putting together a game-winning drive, and the defense comes out with the stop of the day.
And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So it's a win for the visiting Texans. They get the victory away from home in the division. Those are so valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time later in the season. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.
One hand on his queen, left on the freak. He probably thought they wouldn't meet. Shawty seen everything, and you know she got him beat. Cause her side ain't in the